What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. What he said for Paulson Adebo, who, how about this, boys? We know he's forced all the turnovers. He's on an absolute heater right now. What I did not realize, because we mentioned this in passing the other day, that when targeted, Paulson Adebo is allowing a 33 quarterback rating.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, that's great, right? But I don't know. I didn't have any context for how that stacked up in the league. Well, guess what? That's the best in the NFL.
Yep.
There is no one better. And in fact, he's one of only two players sub 40. The other one, your boy. You know who?
You say everybody's my boy, so I actually don't know.
Kinda do.
It just means he's on the Cowboys. Deron Bland. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I was about to say Deron Bland.
Yeah.
He has 4 picks this year, 3 pick sixes.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, wow.
Dang.
So him and Adebo, though, doing similar things here. He's allowing a pass rating of 37. But listen to these other names. I mean, Amik Robertson from the Raiders. You got Denzel Ward at 53.
You want to take a guess at his Pro Football Focus grade for the year?
83.
Boys?
87.
Boys?
Dang, I would go 88.
87.
Damn.
Nice, Mario.
That is
87.
beast.
The last 3 weeks, he's gone 83, 91, 93.
Tonight's going to be a good night.
Now, okay, you can say Colts backup quarterback. You can say Bears backup quarterback. Still, that's incredible. But to do that against the Jags, who have multiple weapons and a very good quarterback, like it started there, and he just continued to go in the right direction. The only bad game that he's had all season long was really the first game against the Titans.
Yeah. He's been incredible since. So shout out Paulson Adebo. And if the Saints are going to win on Sunday, obviously I think the defense is going to have to do the heavy lifting. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. I think the over-under is at like 41, which whatever. I don't gamble on the NFL. I think it's literally impossible because, yeah, I mean, I know all gambling is a bit of just like, hey, flip a coin. But, like, especially the NFL, I don't know, dude. But I think the Saints have enough advantages with the way the defense is playing that they should go into Minnesota and come out with a win. And the offense is figured out; they'll be good enough. I'm terrified of Andrews Pete against Danielle Hunter, but
It's going to be Danielle Hunter versus Andrews Pete and Foster Moreau.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying keep
Jamal
him
Williams,
in. Yeah,
and everybody, chip on the way out, everybody.
Yeah, but when you face a rusher like this, like it doesn't matter who you are as a running back. Like I played with the greatest third down running back of all time in Darren Sproles, but he was still, hey, chip before you get out. And he was a real weapon for us, but it's like, hey, this is priority number one because we can't start the play if he's starting in the backfield.
Yeah.
So as good as you are at running every single route, you've got to give presence to, a lot of times it was our right tackle, Jeremy Clary, because teams they weren't going to go against Marcus McNeil. He wasn't going to give up anything. So they go over to Clary's side, and that we would get the best rusher to that side. Now, it favored us because Phillip was right-handed, so he'd have the opportunity to see and be able to step up in the pocket.
Yeah.
But, like, it was always going to be on the right side. It's like, hey, you have to get something on him. And there's a fine line, and T-Bob knows this better than any of us. There's a fine line. Every offensive lineman likes it a little bit different as far as a chip situation. Some, they were like, break his ribs. Some are like hand presence. I don't want you touching him because I don't want you knocking him inside.
If you hit him
Everybody's
too hard,
different.
you can hit him across the face, and then you hit him into the
But like,
sack.
so Marcus McNeil, who played left tackle for us, he's like, give them everything you got, break 2 ribs because I'm going to have such heavy inside hand presence, knowing that's what you're going to do, that if you send him back to me, I'm ready to punch.
Yeah.
I'm ready to extend, right?
Post up.
So everybody likes it a little bit different, and you have to know that as a running back. And with the way the Saints are changing offensive linemen, that's also something the running backs and tight ends have to change with. Like Andrews Pete's going to be different than Penning. Hurst is going to be different than Penning. And so, look, when you're in the fire of it and you have to, like, my protection, because I've got responsibilities as well, and, what left tackle's in today, this week? Okay, so you have to know that's processing, and you have to know all of that. So as good as, like, even AK is like getting out in his route and him being a focal part of the offense, they're going to need him. They're going to need him this week to help stop the best rusher right now, leading sack getter in the NFL.
Yeah, and so we'll see exactly how the Saints are going to look to navigate it. Again, I think they win. They should move to 6-4, but only time will tell. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.